Timode, good morning. I might Timode. Friday, hey, it went away. Said every good morning. Baby, I will call you. What are you?
Oh, yeah.
What are you? What's on that power?
Sure, what are you, dear? Definitely.
What's on that power?
Yeah.
Says to me and my drink. It says to me, says to me,
oh, it's true.
Come on.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice.
And you know, one thing, if you are used to sleeping on a pillow, the day you don't get it, you feel so restless.
Actually, I'm going and okay. Timude, they all say, you're 20 pipe mutin, and never had no bedrally. Video iron in a tile, diabo, and near side, no great me chow, a chain bleed. The side, no side, there are 12 line up. Timude, one my carry back in school.
Hey,
I was a move.
Especially
my man, mom, please, biscuit.
Yeah, Mondays.
Socks, ting.
But squat and cast as a pleater, moment, if a run and I rose.
If the pleat is inside, it's very nice.
Now, especially
the small one, like small pleat.
Now, who Abba.
Then you get to your belt with the pin.
I saw American, they will answer me.
So chimonyam. But it doesn't matter whether you have your chimonyam or you're so cute.
What's a chinyamon sana? What's a map pleating? What the year to us?
One of Muko's Kamunko Shania.
Nina account, school Nina account.
Yes.
Today, what do you have for us?
Okay.
Consa him, man, back. Consa him, back. I was saying, you beat him.
Okay, so we on December 7th, in Chibia.
What will be
so? Yes, and the Army Chief Commander of the Achase Jungle Warfare.
Story.
Or sit there, main debut, or sit there, you main debut.
In the eastern region, has warned individuals planning to disrupt peace during the upcoming December 7th elections. Soldiers will beat you mercilessly if you misbehave on election day. And to me, the words he said, and he said, DJQ, I already am. Patrol boy,
videos
are
Only coming this 7th December within the Achimansa enclave. When police tells me that they cannot, and when I come, I will not talk. I will beat you and the hell will you. I always want people to try me. So those of us seated here, any of you can try me on that day, or try any of my men on that day. When you go to the polling station, just cast your vote, go home, go and sleep. Thank you. When it is 5 p.m., come, they will tell you where to stand. They will count for you. If you win, clap, go home. Then you will not have any problem with me and then my people. We are not going to sit down for just 2 or 3 people to distort the peace that Ghana is enjoying. That is why I don't vote. I don't want to belong to anybody, but I want to beat everybody. We have a duty as religion or religious heads, as security heads, as family heads, as individuals, to protect the good things that we have as a country. And the only good thing we have as a country now is the peace that we are enjoying. Because with the peace, everything can go on. If we distort it now, nothing can go on. See, you will be hungry more than me. And it is a fact. Because when there is war, I will still feed. I will get food from everywhere because I'll come and beat you and collect your food. And I will feed. And it is a fact. I am hungry. You think if I see food with you and I have weapon, I will not kill you and take it. I will do. So it means that you will suffer more than me. And I don't want you to suffer. So I will beat the hell out of you. So please, if you want us to continue to live in peace, so that we can come around and then be talking to you and then be happy with you, then these elections, let's maintain the peace that we are enjoying. On the 7th, we'll be selecting our new leaders for the next 4 years. Let's be very honest
with this Wednesday, TV, but Sister Debbie, I'll be starting with you. Do you think beating the people mercilessly is the right approach to take?
No one will beat you if you do the right thing. You see, we are almost, I think, 15 days to election. And everywhere, everybody is talking about peace, 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 peace. And when you decide on your own not to allow peace to reign, we are not going to allow you alone, as he said, to distort the peace of this country. And so for the beating there, if you go contrary to the rights, rules, and regulation governing electoral processes and stuff, so definitely you'll be beaten. And I'm very happy with what he said, because we've experienced election before. I don't actually go out to vote, but then sometimes I witness it on tele in a room. You see people even within primary, like within a party, when they're doing primary election or stuff. So you see people running with ballots, running with things and stuff, and it's very bad. Go and vote. So when you've made up your mind to fight for a particular party, to steal for a particular party, bear it in mind that when you are caught, the person can actually deny that he didn't send you there. And he is right. Maybe you might not have the evidence to prove that they actually gave you money to steal for their party. And you actually go through the necessary punishment you are supposed to receive. They won't be there with you. So the best thing is go cast your vote. After you've done casting your vote, go and sleep. As simple as ABC. Because you might not know, maybe you might not steal, but then there might be some kind of disorder, maybe shooting and stuff. Saying, you see, sometimes people do die not because of their own behavior, but then maybe the person is free, like the person is not actually into that, but then somebody might commit that thing, and then at the end of the day you will be the victim whilst you are innocent. So immediately you've cast your vote, go home and sleep. And then one thing too, we said we want change. We know what is going on in this country. Don't let any party deceive you that because of the small money they will give you, or take this money and then put some ballot papers in your pockets. When you get there, as you cast the vote, when you come to dump in your ballot paper, then you do that just to steal for the party. No, we want this election to be free, fair, and transparent. We always say that Ghana is a peaceful nation, Ghana is a peaceful country, yes, but then these things are things that are very common when it's time for election. We do see all this kind of stuff. And so what we are saying is that you are going to vote. It is you and your term. So you go, after you've cast your vote, go back home. Even since there is television, because of digital destiny and stuff, your phone, you can actually watch everything that is going on. You can be on your bed and still be watching everything that is going on. It's not necessary to be there, and you want to see like how they are counting. Somebody may end up slapping you because you also want to like know what is going on. So I think the best thing is after you've cast your vote, you go back home and then you sleep, and you will be safe. And as he said, when there is war today, you will suffer more. You will definitely suffer more. They will enjoy some way somehow, because they are always outside making sure that when they get you, when chaos or certain things happen like that, they declare a curfew for everyone to go inside, and then there will be some timeline where you are supposed to come out. And so when they see you outside when you are supposed to be inside, they will beat you. For that one, they forget it. Even if you're holding food, they will beat you and they will take that food. Yes, he will chop it, because as he's going about, he's tired, and you are making their work so difficult. So definitely they will beat you and they will still eat that food on top to get more energy. So what we are saying is that we are pleading with every one of us as you are going to vote on the 7th of December. I think the special voting will take place on the 2nd of December. So after they are done, we will vote on the 7th. On the 7th, go if you want to vote. In fact, I will encourage everybody to vote. I know we have people that will not vote; they will be in their room. But then you go and vote, and then go back. When after voting, you see people arguing about who win. Mm-hmm. Don't involve yourself. If you want your peace of mind, just go home. And I think you won't actually have problem with them. So his message is actually to people who will be so notorious and then they'll refuse to take instruction. I think when you refuse to take instruction, then be ready for your punishment, because you are definitely going to face such a punishment. And as I said earlier on, don't be so into a party that even though the party hasn't done anything for you, because of the small amount they'll give you, maybe 500 or 1,000 cedis, or maybe they'll buy you a motorbike, so they'll give you a gun or something to cause chaos, to frighten people. Mm-hmm. When they catch you, you yourself, you testify to the goodness of God if you refuse to abide by the rules and regulations. Okay. So that's what it is.
DJ what the army chief said, no dear, I know said definitely skip good baba, because somewhat so I just say the thing is go and vote, go home and go and sleep. So I just say this will win, that will win, this will win, that will win. It will depend on easy on the last day became winner. So I just say, so what the message that the army commander is giving to us and as simple as ABCD to prevent conflict and also misunderstanding and also destroying things. Don't let MP now one bar of pound amount of 500 cities, 200 cities. No, you don't imagine say you are the breadwinner of your family. So what I say, oh now one bar of pound. Maybe you have wife, you have children, you have people you are taking care of. So what I say, near amount of 5,000 Ghana cities say go and misbehave, go and destroy. No, they are that there. Mika say I'm not even sure say even this election year most of our MPs and our ministers are because they are not in the country. I'm very sure. Say most. So I say even the president himself
he's preparing to
I'm not even sure say some of his children crying be Ghana. Make us say so what I say. Etinu one say the young for Nana said the Sabi. You might 5,000 if he say 5,000 isika. You might 10,000 if he say isika. So what I say, they'll be giving you coins, no more there or more more mansions or back home when they leading. Who will be a traffic. So what I say. So what the army commander is saying here, body a baboon for definitely you will see. Ye na ye be bon crofo pe won say IGP in Kasai where the order from above obey before complain na akasa no. So what I say definitely me sure say be bon crofo ye be bo ana this election so na they were anibraba no, because they wouldn't say be my election I compare election I mean who election like are you serious this year?
Yeah, there is so much tension.
This year election in the massa we are rough. Free. So what I say, I know the military will be at hand and also the Ghana police. Omu na be call in cooperation. It will be media. Order from above. I don't know kind. When there's war here, or no be enjoy. So what I say, more security be able watch my granny boy if you any bebre. Would you map where? Before Sana election, he be no. Ebi aka be 2 weeks. Aka 2 weeks. Eka 1 week ne be 2 abana. Or eka menkwa ho. Aka all TV stations. Any round the war na see yen. Eno se na election say ya o. Aka all TV stations, whether GTV to private stations no. Omuni na anyi round the war na see yen no. Ne hwa de. Kwesi o memu de we obon mo nim de we entokwati o say onim de we entokwati say o fi say entokwesi a
menya baby di ntia
ni diafa wo de Togo ayema Togo na ngaze nso de da Burkina nso no asemo Cote d'Ivoire asemo ho de wani chile south nso wo kwa apuni eti Ghana wo dwana afan
baby I will for keep ya na akobon pampa
so ati ase wo say Ghana some of our youth know any mentality is they can do and obi won so beka say let me go and challenge na ye enya hwe eti please this election me I'll go and vote me 2 year makoda me nkai da makoto abampo ama 10 seconds o menya ya kire me say obeto government na wi we are not beto can I say parliamentary phone mini MP phone me 2 year ya afuma Uda to the way yama, like on to first one you are, second one the ID card amount. It's enough in as I could be say, my ID card way. Utu ya no pepper was coffee. Simple as ABCD. Chimude, I do a simple and could say him, and nothing I call you, and nothing I will go check a bee. Kotuaba, making sure say, would you? So I say, would you want and how? Ebi a kasi enko cheki edi no anko cheki enti udi ni manya ho na akokko so commotion bia on because abo my times en fa ko eme cheki edi so wan ko anko cheki udi na ko do that day na so udi ni mu a masa kofie koda wan to aba na umu next 4 years wo so what I say me I know say what the army chief no aka ne de definitely ye wa ha ye be bon crofo pe wa ha se ye be bon crofo pe
definitely Ghana for you.
Yeah, you don't want peace. Yeah, the next story.
Okay, so to our last story for today, and we're looking at some abandoned, will I say, government projects. Who is to be blamed? Is it the NDC? Is it the NPP? Because definitely when NDC comes to power, they would start a project, but Ghana, France, and more. So who is supposed to continue their project? Is it the person who started it, and now said the next government are buying so no, and also or continue their project? And to DJ.
Oh, what is it? I will say government property. Any government property, a national property. It is a oye party na se ye vote ma na oba na se obeye project bi na we anwie na se ye vote ma party bi a enye won abebe party asem a national property beto aso uwi a udu policy na dey eno pokura no be chire mu kura na yen timamufo no bo se ampa obaye no asuma se adwuma wa anwie obeto aso eti me media master te ne me anwie enti mo me na me de mo me another chance na me fa wie media so what I say menya sure say even yes say ban promises na you making and I don't think say obi abo be the promise da because the promises are many and abandoned projects so doors so what I say ye wo affordable houses egu nwura mu NPP aba NDC aba NPP aba NDC aba still na obi aba ana ma wo say parties na omo ba their concentration na on road so anye interchange road because mahama ba obey Dubai akufu adon so ba obey tema we wasabe ipokriase ana sisi ya sa bi fufura no Fraport ede bi bu ana we dey adom bi na wo se eho no won ma dey ente ono project ni wi entamu no eho ye busy way a highway a long journey so that ana heard the way long journeys na omotaketa mu wi entem ti se en chain de wo kuromu no so what I say owe nuwa junction mo omo ye interchange overhead because of enu wo kuromu no majai hwe motorway wo se motorway e lead to Togo apply long journey long road it's on my way it hwe overheads na ya mo ye na they am omo focus also more they leading to other countries near that them are the whole promo there e be take here for answer na my
because it's always a busy place.
Yes, it's no me abandoned project na waka na sem dey both parties ni na because NDC aba project omo ye NPP buy omoja because once onye ma mfa ka say o and I want say we so we abaka say we na baby into no beji din na de ehunya.
I saw a post where someone posted at Samuels and Kufuor. When Kufuor was in power, project was starting with Mary. When Atamos came to power, he finished that project when he was commissioning it, and he invited Kufuor. What was stopping these same parties to do the same?
So what I say? Keke. So when my baby, I don't know. Abane to ama say power na ye dem oba power no. Enya for enya royalty o. Enya ahinie dia fine. So what I say because sabi you na no tumfo we. Otime prade wa akra. Aha nya ne man. Ana gamanche so ntimi nko voter. Enko pra ahinie o. Eho nya ne dia. So what I say but ba national dia e yo bia dia. So what I say etino say ye ko attack project be on off na say ye NPP na starting no man as NDC oba so kokoko wi because enye NDC dia and enye NPP dia usi school government school hwan dia.
It's for the people.
It's for the people in the country. Usi SSR sebe ye na be ko SS school no ye man na be ko SS no enye mo enye NDC and enye NPP o de ye nyisu free SHS e ba yi wade aba yaji atum whether eye o enye o NPP ba ko bi NDC ni ba ko bi CPP ni ba ko bi say nyere so what I say nyere ye mpese we be start oh na e ba sa na o man na kasa say na ye feel happy say aban be ya de we party e be ba oba ya de say oh ni nko wie na me nka ye nka say na wo de to aso one to aso a otu aso no we anwia ye be hu se o ba ye no project say eka enwem wa be wie eti na wo de na wo ye no eti 2 terms no so what I say 2 terms dey dem minim so mo ntia ase o 2 terms no so what I say eti no eno no eti no aban bia ba me pa chow project a e wo ho da na ye nwie no mo nwie ansa na mo de na mo asate no me makase wi me last words ne die tete me start here me last words here
not talking much
army chief commander me pa chow muntie no because soldier for there we wa be kan oye commander or the say IGP pepepe order from above wa be rough ne die me say me jaba be 13 years ni me enti me nya da me wa ko jimi. So what I say, me ko tuma ba wi a say adwuma na me ba o say fe na me ko akoda in peace. Me 5:30 no clock say we be ko me nko ho hwe TV. Na omo be ko omo ba be kan no omo ya elect them as a police agent for omo kan omo ba. So what I say, so sister Debbie that time na kan na me the mom me da chow.
What you are saying, cry, even taking much of my time. Okay, so greed, selfishness, corruption. These 3 factors, to me, is the main reason why no government wants to complete a project of, let's say, the previous government. Do you know the country have lost billions upon billions due to uncompleted projects that we've started and then we left it to rot in the bush? Some of these projects have been completed, it's just left to be commissioned for it to be used, but then it has been left in the bush because the government that started that project didn't actually wasn't his time was due, and so he didn't get the time to commission that particular project to be used, and so the incoming government sees it to be, why should I complete that project so that that credit will be given to the person since I didn't start the project. And that is actually affecting us as a country. But the project you are bringing on board is for the citizens. You've noticed this project to be something that is the needy of the country, and so you are bringing it up to help the people, not to help yourselves. But you see, let me start from here. Kufuor, since Nkrumah time, he brought like a lot of industries, glass processing, glass industries. What is this thing? Nkrumah time. Well, he make sure they built a Tema Food Complex Corporation, Jihawk Fiber Products to help in producing sacks, so that those that are into cocoa, like they will help them to, wrap up their cocoas, and then so that it won't be like manufacturing everything. And then Glass Manufacturing Corporation at Abosu. I don't know whether I'm actually mentioning the name right. And so this Glass Manufacturing Corporation is to help, supply bottles and stuffs, drinks and those kind of things. Now we are importing almost everything. Pencil, common pencil. We are still importing a pencil from the Western world. Toothpick. Are they saying we don't have those kind of things in this country that will help us in producing all those kind of stuffs? Now, when we come to NPP and NDC, I don't want to even go far. NPP and NDC, Atamels came, right, and then unfortunately he's out. So Mahama took over. Mahama started a lot of project works, e-blocks. He built some, he commissioned some, he even completed some, and some is yet to be completed. Some of these e-blocks have been left into the bush to rot. He also commissioned, he also started Afari Military Hospital. And this hospital, like I was actually reading something about this. Oh God, I hate this. This hospital actually have 500 capacity, and then the equipment in this hospital. The hospital was not just built. They built the hospital, and then they provided all the necessary equipment that will be needed in the hospital to like aid in easy treatment and stuff. But then this hospital have been left to rot. And the hospital we boast to have currently are actually struggling to have all this kind of equipment and staffs that will aid in easy healthcare services. So what are we? Like Ghana, which country are we at all? Sometimes I sit to think about all this thing, and it doesn't just make sense to me. If I start a project and then I didn't finish and you come, the best thing to do is to complete that project. Like the Saglame housing, this an affordable housing project. When Akufo-Addo came, he said there was this phishing embezzlement of fund or something, so they've left it out. And that building, the kind of money that went into that whole house, it's not a small money to talk about here. And then it's there, and people are struggling to afford houses in this country. And every day when we come out to talk, we said Ghana beyond aid. We are always beyond aid, but then we still go out to seek for the help of IMF. And we called ourselves to be a country that is beyond aid. It doesn't speak well of us as a country. I think this is the time where we should ban, as a politician, when coming out to talk to the people to be elected or something, don't come with any initiative. They should stop that, because the more they are commissioned, they are cutting sword. Akufo-Addo has cut more than 1,000 sword, if I won't lie. He has cut sword. They are just interested in cutting sword, building, but they just cut the sword without doing anything at all. Some they started, they didn't even finish, and the one they finished too, there are still some small itchy somewhere. And now we call ourselves what? It doesn't speak of well of us as a country at all. And I will tell you that it's actually bringing down the development of this country. It's bringing out the development. But how can I start a project that is meant to generate revenues, to help the citizens? Because you are building that, you are not building it with your money. It is the taxpayers' money that you are using into those projects, and at the end of the day, you don't complete that project. And then when another person comes on board, that same person will not complete it. Even Kufuor, I know there are projects Kufuor has started before he couldn't even complete. So even if Muhammad did not complete those projects, Akufo-Addo and President Akufo-Addo and then former President John Kufuor, are they not in the same party? At least you can complete some of those projects, but no, you didn't. And then when you are cutting sword over 1,000 sword, that one too, you still didn't do anything about 12, it.
So summarize your talk.
Why are you cutting me short?
It's 12.
Okay, so as simple as that, it's about time we stop coming up with initiative, cutting sword here and then and stuffs without doing anything about it. It's not about coming out to say you are coming out with a project, because at the end of the day, that 4 years you might not be able to complete that project, and so the next government that will come on board should complete that project because it's going to benefit us. When NPP came on board, they collapsed a lot of banks. How do you expect the economy to go on? Once you've collapsed all these banks, Parkwesi Indum's bank, they've collapsed. A lot of banks, they've collapsed them, and they have the whole place has been left to rot without doing anything to it. And then we expect the economy to grow. No, it doesn't work like that. So it's time for we, the citizens, to rise on our feet and say that it's about time all those kind of things has to come to an end. When someone starts a project and the person does not finish and you come on board, complete that project because it's going to help us as a country. Else we will still be here and then they'll be bringing up initiative, promises upon promises and stuff. So on December 7th, when you go there, make sure you vote for someone that will bring development, will bring transformation, not someone that is only interested in their pocket and not the progress of this country. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you, listeners. Thank you, our viewers. It's time. So what I say, we are going for the midday news at Ghana Talks Radio. Right after the news, DJ Rock, I'm here with you from 12 to 2 o'clock noon. So stick and stay tuned and listen in stereo.
Ghana Talks Radio.